You're listening to an AI-generated audio recording based on the voice of Patrick Goulet, Director of Performance Marketing at Manticore Marketing. We use AI voice technology to make our content easier to consume whenever and wherever works best for you. Now let's dive in to discuss Manticore's blog article. Why revenue-driven marketing wins every time. Marketers love numbers. Clicks, likes, impressions, shares. They look great on a dashboard. But if those metrics aren't translating into leads, opportunities, or revenue, they're just noise. Too many small and medium-sized businesses, SMBs, get stuck in what we call the vanity metric trap. They're shown campaign reports full of high engagement rates and pretty graphs, but when they check their bottom line, nothing's changed. Real growth doesn't come from looking good. It comes from performance that drives revenue. That's the difference between marketing that flatters and marketing that works. Vanity metrics are the numbers that feel good, but don't necessarily move the business forward. Think video views, page likes, reach, or bounce rate. These indicators can tell you something, but they often lack context and don't reflect the actual impact on your business. For example, a post with 20,000 views but no conversions isn't helping your pipeline. It might build some awareness, but without tracking what happens next, you're flying blind. In many cases, businesses look back at their marketing investment and wonder what it really achieved. This happens most when metrics are disconnected from revenue. When marketers optimize for engagement instead of conversions, the outcome is usually soft. It looks like progress, but it doesn't show up in your sales reports. Revenue-driven marketing means every effort is aligned with the goal of generating business results. That doesn't mean ignoring branding or creative. It means measuring whether those efforts are actually working. Instead of asking how many people saw your ad, you're asking how many qualified leads it generated. Instead of clicks, you're tracking conversions, sales calls booked, and closed deals. The focus shifts from activity to outcome. This also means setting clear performance benchmarks. Cost per lead, revenue per campaign, conversion rate from visitor to customer. These are the numbers that help businesses grow, not just feel busy. This is where things often fall apart. An MQL is a marketing qualified lead, someone who showed interest. An SQL is a sales qualified lead, someone who is ready to buy or talk to a rep. Too many marketing campaigns focus only on generating MQLs. They hand off leads to sales and then claim success, even if none of those leads convert. But if marketing and sales aren't aligned on what a qualified lead looks like, it doesn't matter how many forms were filled out. To fix this, the teams need to agree on definitions. What behaviors, demographics, or actions qualify someone as a sales opportunity? What happens after a lead is generated? Who follows up, when, and how? Without a system in place, leads get dropped, sales gets frustrated, and marketing gets blamed. That's why we focus on full funnel clarity, from awareness to conversion. Instead of stopping at impressions or clicks, SMBs should be watching metrics that reflect real movement, revenue generated per campaign, cost per acquisition, lead to close ratio, customer lifetime value. These metrics are more useful because they track what happens after someone engages. They show whether your marketing is building a pipeline and whether your sales team is converting that interest into revenue. Attribution is the process of connecting your marketing efforts to specific business outcomes. Without proper attribution, you're guessing at what's working. That leads to misinformed decisions, wasted spend, and lost opportunities. Attribution tools and processes help clarify the full journey, where leads came from, what they interacted with, and how they converted. This level of transparency makes it easier to optimize future campaigns and allocate budget where it counts. Proper attribution also helps bridge the gap between marketing and sales. When both teams see the same data and share the same definitions of success, collaboration improves and friction decreases. One of the key differences between vanity marketing and revenue-driven marketing is alignment. Marketing doesn't operate in a vacuum, especially in SMBs where resources are limited. Aligning sales and marketing means collaborating on lead definitions, agreeing on handoff processes, using shared tools like CRMs, meeting regularly to review performance. When these systems are in place, feedback flows both ways. Marketing knows which campaigns brought in quality leads. Sales can flag issues early, and together, both teams can iterate faster and scale smarter. It's not uncommon to hear, "Our campaign got tons of traffic, but sales didn't go up." That's usually a sign of misalignment. Either the wrong people were targeted or there was no follow-up system in place. Sometimes the landing page didn't convert or the sales team wasn't equipped to handle the volume. Good numbers don't always equal good results. High engagement without action is just noise. That's why attribution matters. You need to track the full path from campaign to customer to really know what's working. The goal of marketing should be to create predictable, profitable growth. That only happens when there is clarity, accountability, and tracking in place. Brand awareness is important. So is community building. But for SMBs especially, those efforts need to be paired with a clear performance engine. You need to know that every campaign is either generating qualified interest or giving you insights to optimize for better outcomes. This is how we approach strategy at Manticore. We audit the full funnel. We look at what happens after the click. We align marketing with sales goals, build in systems to track performance, and focus our efforts where they have the most impact. We explored this exact topic in depth on a recent episode of the Manticore Marketing podcast. In the episode, we unpack why focusing on metrics that matter is the difference between wasted spend and scalable success.